So here's the thing. Like now that cannabis has become more mainstream, there's going to be quality and convenience are the two things, right?
Yep.
So the people who spend the most amount of money on cannabis, the connoisseurs, they typically don't shop in dispensaries, because if you're a flower smoker, you're willing to spend good money, for 35, 40, anything above there nowadays is considered good money for an eighth. When you buy that, you want to make sure that you get what you're paying for. And so many people in the legal cannabis industry don't know how to buy weed. You can't buy
the buyer side.
Yeah, you can't buy weed off of a spreadsheet. Not flour. You can buy finished goods and everything, but so unless if you're hand selecting, because the nose knows, right? So when I go to buy for our deli, or when I buy for my finished goods, I'm a curator, not a cultivator. I have the luxury to say no to everybody. So I can go tour and get my hands on it and smell it and look at it. I'm not counting on some fake test result. Anybody can sell off a price or potency.
Right.
That's the old way to do stuff.
Right.
So if you're a real connoisseur and you go to a dispensary and you spend a lot of money on flower and you're getting something that's dry, that doesn't have a nose, no bag appeal, a bunch of smalls, you're paying A prices, you're never going to go back to that dispensary. You lose that customer.
Yeah.
So that's why.
With the buying side, like Green Soul. Yeah. So that's obviously a dispensary that you guys just opened up as well. But you're the type of buyer who's going to go to the cultivation, smell it. You won't buy anything until you actually can verify that it's actually high quality.
Correct. By us being the curators and the tastemakers, we're putting our stamp of approval on this batch of flower.
Right.
And for us to be able to do that, that's how we're already, within 6 weeks, we're already up to 200 people a day.
That's awesome. That's fantastic.
Our goal is 600.
How many other stores are around that area?
It's Cambridge, so I have Yamba was right there. I'm in Central Square, right where Yamba was.
Whoa, I didn't realize.
Western Front's right there. Yeah.
Western Front, Yamba, obviously. Just
Blue River Terps.
Blue River Terps is there.
Yeah, Kush Groove.
Kind of
AYR in Davis from May to May on Little Alerts did over $10 million. I'm between MIT and Harvard. I have such a diverse clientele of people that walk by, and the license holder there is my big homie Taba. Okay. He's from that area.
Okay.
That's his neighborhood. So he has all his regular people that come over there.
And they know they're going to get something good.
Yeah. And when you're a tastemaker and like when the customers know that this is going to be good, they have no problem coming and spending every day.
Absolutely. And so that's the thing, is that like, that's the customer experience. So I tell dispensaries all the time, focus on your customers, and you have a connect directly in Central Square. So that makes a ton of sense. Because even when like Yamba closed like a month ago, like I don't remember, that was a recent story. I was like, how can you not make it work in a city like Cambridge of all places, right?
They made $15 million. They were seeing 600 people a day.
Yeah.
I think from what I hear, it was mismanagement. The only people that didn't get paid were the investors and the vendors. That's not a good way to run your business.
Oh, we know the vendors didn't get paid.
Yeah, I'm owed money.
Yeah, we took a little bit of a hit on that one. Not a huge one, but I definitely was calling people. I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
As I do, because as the owner, you got to track down the money. It's my money. You know what I mean? Like you bought it, right? And I think an old advisor used to always tell me this, which I do take to heart, which is like, if people aren't paying you, like they're taking food off your table. Like that's your money. Like you earned it. You did the work to get the sale. You did the work, and they sold through all the product for you. Like it's not like it sat on the shelf. They have to pay you, right? And so I take that advice to heart, because I'm just like, that's why. So when I immediately hear some news about something that be happening, I'm jumping on the phone right away, being like, I got to track down this money, because I got to be first in line at this point, right?
Oh yeah.
In often cases, vendors are last in line, unfortunately, in this industry.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't typically follow the typical bankruptcy procedure, because we're debt holders. It's our money. They have to pay that first before they pay their equity investors, right? That equity is always the way it gets paid out. But for some reason, it doesn't happen here in this industry.
It's just the cannabis industry, like we can't sell cross state lines. We can't write off any business expenses. There's no bankruptcy protection.
Yep.
Like no regular loans. Like they give us, it's the toughest industry to operate in. It's like we were dealing with like plutonium or something. Like the regulation is, it's insane at the hurdles that we have to overcome, and still it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. And
1.6 billion.
so, I mean, that's one of the great things. Like, for people that know how to operate, there's a lot of opportunity here.
Yeah.
But for people that think it's an easy way to get rich quick, they'll find out it's a quick way to lose a small fortune.
Exactly.
You know,
so think too short term, man.
Yeah.